Hey everyone, I'm about to leave Newcastle in about 2 hours and it has been just an absolutely amazing week. As predicted, lots of cleaning, lots of cooking, all sorts of stuff like that, along with regular lectures and worship and all that stuff going on. The internet out here is very limited, so I wasn't able to post last weekend's blog. But anyways, this week's lecture teaching was on spiritual warfare. It was really good. It was by a guy named Peter Warren. The reason I'm saying his name is because he's semi-famous in America, runs the base in Denver. Since we've been sleeping in tents this week, and we spend most of our time outside, I thought it would be a great time to go over a little more in depth about the environment of Australia. So anyways, I was walking back one night from editing a project. It was around 1 in the morning, so it's very dark outside, and I'm walking back, and on the way to my camp, there was like 15 kangaroos, like a whole herd of kangaroos. They were just all over the place. Mama kangaroo, papa kangaroo, bunch of little kids. It was amazing. And they let me get a little bit close to them, and it was just really cool being able to watch them because we don't really have those where I'm from. And that went on for about half an hour. So if you guys are ever wondering, what does John do at 1 in the morning? Well, the answer is he runs around and plays with kangaroos. Safe? Probably not, but then again, this isn't exactly the safest continent in the world. As I've said before, the environment here is just pretty hostile. Even the grass is awful. You think the grass would be nice, this place is covered in grass. And they have these little sharp, prickly thingies. They call them bendies here, and they just hurt. You have to walk everywhere in sandals on grass. It's awful. You take one step off and you're like exploding in pain with little needles in your foot all over the place. It's horrible. And the beaches are bad too. About 20 minutes away from here is a beach we went to on Sunday, and everyone's in the water and having fun, and shark, right? Everyone running in and everything, and that's apparently normal. There's sharks all over the place. In fact, this bay where this base is was featured on Shark Week once, just because the sharks are so bad. In fact, the beach itself, we have to have our own enclosed off swimming area all around, so it's fenced off all the way underwater and everything to prevent sharks from coming in and other things that go bump in the night. And that's like all the beaches around here. And when it's not sharks, it's jellyfish. We've been called in from the beach with blue bottle jellyfish before, which aren't that bad, but there's some other really bad jellyfish around here. Stingrays. And it's not even safe out of the water. The ozone over Australia is really bad, especially here. So you sunburn like that. I mean, you fall asleep for an hour or maybe even less out in the sun on the beach, and you don't sunscreen down, and you may have to go to the hospital from how bad your sunburns are going to be. Anyway, so I got some stuff to show you guys. This stuff happened just minutes ago. It actually inspired me to sit down right here and shoot this now. I was going to shoot it later. This first one is of a snake. From earlier this morning. Hannah and I were walking down a pathway, and suddenly, bam, snake right there. So I went back anyways. Check this out. Hey, Mr. Snake. Mr. Snake? Oh, there he goes. Hello. Hi. Probably actually really poisonous. Snakes in Australia tend to be really poisonous. But his head is way over there, so I think I'm safe to, Wow. Check that out, guys. Look at that. Look at that thing. Wow. Cool, right? Based on the shape of its head, I'm almost positive that it was definitely poisonous. Anyways, right after I shot that, I'm walking back, and right in front of this bench I'm on, wallaby, right there, just right there, and then it was in the garden, and so anyways, I got that for you guys too. That is a wallaby. It is like a miniature kangaroo. Usually, I see these things at night, but right now, he's just hanging out. This is about as big as they get, and wow, check that out. It's a mother. You can see the baby in that pouch there moving around. That's what that foot was. Wow. See, there's the baby coming out of the pouch. I hope you guys can see that. That is so cool. So yeah, that's a mama. Right there, baby in the pouch and everything. Classic Australia. Isn't that awesome? Sad news, we are officially disbanding from the Island Breeze Sydney-based DTS today. Very sad, we got very close to them. I'll miss all of them quite a lot. Very sad day. And the train doesn't stop there because we are leaving for Vanuatu very soon. It's like less than 2 weeks. And since the lecture phase is so close to being over, a entirely new wave of finance needs is now coming up. The outreach fees, plane tickets, because we're going to Vanuatu and then coming back to Sydney for just a little bit, just for a week. And then we're heading back out to the Cook Islands again. So lots of travel expenses, and then just all our needs out there. So there's a lot of financial needs, which is a great segue into prayer requests. The first one, obviously, being finances for this, not just for myself, but for the entire team, including the staff and students. There's no such thing as a salary in all of YWAM, so everyone else is kind of paying their way as well. So pray for the financial needs of the entire team, including myself, to be met in time. Speaking of money, we are having another Island Night fundraiser, just one more before we go, on the 19th. So just pray that we can bring people to that, because we don't get a whole lot of money with these fundraisers, but it definitely helps, and so we need people to come. So pray that people will come. Anyways, passage of the week is going to be from Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verses 14 through 18. I'm not going to give a whole lot of explanation on it because there's just a lot of different things you can take out of it, so I'm just going to leave that up to you guys' own interpretation. Ecclesiastes is a wonderful book, passionately written to say the least. So look it up, read it, enjoy that. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the delays once again for last week's video. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week.